I'm Hannah Edelson. I'm a freshman and I play Lou.
Yeah, so my name is Devin and I'm a senior theater major and I am the assistant director and dramaturg for this production.
My name is Jonathan Walters. I'm the director of Failure to Communicate and conceived of the idea originally to adapt the movie Cool Hand Luke for the stage.
We work off of a concept, out of a single concept. In this case, it was the basic storyline of Cool Hand Luke, you know, famous movie. We took, Jonathan obviously workshopped it a lot, well not workshopped it, but worked on it over the summer, and we had a script, a basic script that took dialogue from the movie, and that's what we worked off of. It was really nice to be able to have input onto what was going into it, because if we didn't like a line, we could say, I don't feel like my character would say that, or can I change it this way?
So my role as a dramaturg is a little bit different than a traditional dramaturg role because we were working with a script that was being developed as we went through the rehearsal process, and so part of my role was being on top of taking what was generated from the cast and putting it into the script and figuring out how the material that we brought in during that rehearsal process was then put into the final product of it, and making sure that all of the internal dramaturgy of the script, so how the plot interacts with everything, how the characters interact, how the world is structured, making sure that that all made sense as we went through that process.
It's really fun, and you have a lot of, when you have a good creative team, you can really go further than you ever could go on your own. So you surprise each other and you make a lot of great discoveries and end up making something bigger than the whole, usually when everything goes right. So I think that they're going to have a real dramatic, wild ride, and then there's a lot of tense action. There's action, I'm not going to say how it ends. There's a big debate, there's a big intellectual debate about human rights, control, oppression, freedom. So I think it's going to ride a line, if everything goes right, a really nice line between a really intellectually stimulating thing, a thought-provoking play, and also a great, fun evening of dramatic theater.
What should the audience expect? The audience should expect to be afraid several times. The audience should expect to laugh a couple times. I'd say expect the unexpected, because this is a very, it's gonna be a fun piece. It's gonna be really, really fun.
I think the audience is going to be really intrigued by this production because it includes a lot of ideas and literal words that we've heard before that are important to our culture, and seeing those in a new context and with new framing, I think is going to be a really interesting theatrical experience for the people that come see it.
When you come, realize that this cast has really shaped the piece, and so if you come and you happen to know anybody in the cast, ask them how it went for them, ask them if any of the lines that they brought in are in there, ask them what they created and what they didn't create, and talk to them afterwards, and find out more about what it means for them to be in there, and tell us, let somebody know how the experience was for you, because it might be fun to do it again.